All right, welcome to Humpdays.
Welcome back, Humpers.
Today we're going to talk about the most hated Kardashian.
The votes are in, and it wasn't even close. It's like the 2024 election. Kourtney wins by a landslide.
Huge.
Yeah. Everybody is over Kourtney, and she's just been in a lot of controversy lately. I mean, even years in the making, honestly. But I feel like she's always kind of slipped through the cracks, don't you
Yeah,
think?
she was
Like,
always the dumb one. Like, it was
Yeah.
always like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do a great one. What is
right.
she?
She's always like, yeah, yes, like, like she just like doesn't really contribute anything. She just kind of comes in the room. She has that failing company. We'll get into that. She has the big news is her ties to Diddy and also a illegitimate child, which is pretty intense news. Like one of her kids is not Scott Disick's or Travis Barker's. What else are we?
She's a bad mom.
Oh, okay.
Surprise,
yeah.
surprise.
Yeah, she's a little. People know about her kind of
She's
crazy
terrible
diet.
to the nanny.
Oh my god, yeah, she hit her nanny in the face.
Isn't that like she just...
No, she didn't. Sorry. Oh my god, we're spreading lies. Her kids are slapping her nanny in the face. And she's like screaming at her nannies and everything, apparently really abusing them allegedly. We have to be careful about allegedly. The more eyes get on this channel because they're going to come for us. But yeah, it's wild. Her nannies are just attacked left and right, and she can't hold one down.
That is kind of funny how like these Kardashians just have all these nannies.
Yeah.
And I think they get it from their mom because you always try to be a good mom, but you learn from your mom. So they're probably like, well, I had a nanny as a kid and I was very lonely. So I'll get my kid 2 nannies. And I didn't like it when my mom told me to stop misbehaving. So I will let my kid hit the nanny. Or like I didn't like it when my nanny told me I was misbehaving. So I will let my kids hit the nanny.
Yeah, who has the power? Oh my god, she's just raising these spoiled kids, and also like she's so tight about their nutrition. Like she doesn't allow them to eat any sugar and like only a certain amount of fruit a day, like no dyes, no gluten, like just like so intense about their diets as a kid. And I feel like that's just how you breed a rebel. Like if you have to lie to your mom when you go to a friend's house and about what you ate, you're gonna lie about what drugs you're on.
Yeah, and the funny thing is like she's not even there to implement those things. Like
Yeah.
it's like a CEO coming in for like who's like not there at all. And
Like her.
Like her. She's
Like Kourtney Kardashian as a CEO.
Over Poosh.
Poosh.
Yeah.
Poosh is the name of the company, and
It's
like,
a magazine. So
that's
there you
the
go. That's how you know it's like thriving.
yeah, it's not a magazine.
Isn't it? It's an online thing, isn't it?
It's an online website. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's like an online
It's like
magazine.
a shopping site.
Oh, I thought it was like they write stuff and
Not really. No, they write stuff, but like it's like Goop. It's like she was just trying to copy Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop, but it's called Poosh. And the name Poosh is so bad. And that's the only thing she contributed. Like there are many episodes where she just like she came up with the name and then that's about it. The whole team is like, hey, like they have this on the episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians when she sits down, they're just like, yeah, so like what are we doing? Like you haven't really been here for like 3 months. And she's like, oh well, like you guys should be able to figure this out. Like I'm overwhelmed. Like and she just like doesn't have any other job.
I don't know.
Like
And then didn't she fire the person that brought that up?
yeah, I think she fired her
She
team,
fired that guy, yeah.
and her whole family's just like, well, geez, like somebody has to do something if you're gonna have these companies.
Yeah.
Right now, she has a Lemmy brand that's like finally, I guess, working, but it's just melatonin gummies. You ate them.
Yeah, I had her melatonin gummies. They gave me terrible nightmares. So like I do not recommend those gummies. They gave me terrible nightmares. So what I was saying, but like how she's like a CEO that comes in and like doesn't give any discipline. She's like, okay, here are all the rules, and now the nannies, you have to take care of it. And they're like these really strict rules. It's like
Yeah.
a CEO coming in and be like, okay, well, we're gonna cut your bonuses in half. You're going to get no overtime, and your break times are going to be monitored. All right, see ya. And then everyone's just pissed off at the manager.
Yeah, that's probably how she runs it.
That's how they are towards the nanny. So like, no wonder why they hit the nanny. So
Yeah.
they want some candy.
And she makes all these excuses for them too. She's like, "Oh, like I don't know what happens. Like Penelope, like I think she has like this disorder where she kind of like blacks out and doesn't even know what she's doing when she hits the nanny." And it's like, no, you're just like a bad parent.
And that's the oldest one too. So that's like a 10 or 11-year-old that's doing it. It's not like it's like a 4 or 5-year-old. It's like there's a 10 or 11-year-old just slapping Mexican women.
Yeah.
This white privileged child just smacking this.
Chris was like, "Hey, like I've raised all of you and like none of you have ever done anything like that. Like this is serious." Yeah. So I don't know. It seems like she's not the best parent. She's also kind of not involved because she's off being like a teenager renewed again with Travis Barker.
She's like dating Travis Barker. That's the funny part now. That's what we want to talk about, was just like how she's in this relationship with Travis Barker and her kids hate them together so much. It's not so much like people are saying like they hate Travis Barker. Mm-hmm. It's like they hate them as a couple.
Yeah.
It's just like, and they're just have too much PDA together. And it's like you see it on the show and how it's like they make the kids uncomfortable. But it's like, can you imagine what it is in real life, where it's just like what they're not showing?
There was they just recently posted their Halloween costume, and they were the Addams family, and he was like doing the thing where he kisses the mom up the arm and down. Yeah. But like they did that for the whole video like 10 times. It was too many times. One time would be cute. I don't know. But I mean, it is a good thing at the end of the day if you like see your parents kissing, right? Like, isn't that good?
Yeah, I agree. Like that's
positive.
Good. You're right. Like it's good if they kiss, like they're being PDA, but not like full blown making out like you're back in junior high playing 7 Minutes in Heaven in the closet, where they're just like they're just full blown making out like French kissing with tongue in the kitchen, grabbing like just groping and stuff. Like it's like
yelling at the nannies.
Just kids. Watch the kids. Like why are they in here? Yeah. It's like, sir, she's hungry. Yeah.
They do seem kind of neglected because Alabama Barker's gotten
and
trouble.
She also wanted the nannies to call her madam.
Oh yeah.
That's like she referred to me as madam.
It's so funny because she's the Kardashian that doesn't contribute anything really. Yeah. Like all the other ones, you can hate them, but like they obviously are working hard with like hundreds of assistants, right? Of course, but like they are getting things done. Like Kim, I believe, is always thinking about her businesses and what she's doing next, and like Kourtney just like hates being in one meeting a year.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be Kim has all these plans on like, how am I gonna be in the public eye? I'm gonna go on the Tom Brady roast. I'm gonna wear a necklace that belonged to Princess Diana. And Kourtney's like, I'm gonna like French kiss Travis and like let him touch my bum while my kids watch on camera.
Yeah, that's where she contributes.
That's how like I'm gonna get attention. I'm gonna like gross up my kids.
She doesn't even function in like a day-to-day. She functions in like vacation mode at all times.
That's true.
Not even like a regular amount of work. Yeah.
She's a terrible person. And then also she has a legitimate son.
An illegitimate son.
Illegitimate.
She does have some legitimate daughter. Yeah. She has some legitimate, but she has an illegitimate son. Yeah, so apparently Rain is Justin Bieber's child. Yeah. They look identical.
They look exactly alike.
I don't know. It's all
look at them as kids. Like they both look exactly alike. And it was the whole timeline is like, because apparently remember like when because like when they first met. Mm-hmm. It was Justin Bieber. How did that timeline go? Okay, so
Scott Disick, the Lord.
Well, apparently, like Kim was trying to hook Justin up with Kendall.
Yes, that's
right. Originally what happened.
And they both dated him, Kendall and Kourtney.
Yeah. So like, but also, can we just talk about like how people might not know this, but like Kourtney's the oldest.
Yeah.
Like she's the oldest.
Yeah.
So like.
Her dating Justin is really bizarre.
Yeah. So Kim is trying to hook up Justin with Kendall.
Kendall's the youngest.
Yeah. When she was 14, he was 16.
Yeah, which makes sense.
And then your 30-something-year-old big sister cock blocks you.
Yeah. No, like 100%.
Like that's bad.
Yeah. And she refuses to do a paternity test. She's refusing to because like the timing lines up. Justin Bieber and her started seeing each other like right after Scott Disick and him were hooking up, and then or when they were together, and then now Justin Bieber and her are together, and then 9 months later Justin Bieber, or not Justin Bieber, but her child Rain is born, who looks exactly like him, and she won't do a paternity test.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not going to do a paternity test for Rain until Chris does a paternity test for Kourtney, okay? And they're just like at gunfight. Like,
yeah, because you know, it's not like her excuse could be, I don't want to exploit my children.
Yeah.
There's like that episode where Kourtney tells Scott that I'm pregnant. Like that's how guy, like every guy that's like ever been bad at math, that's when like they turn into Rain Man. Whenever a girl you're not that interested in tells you they're pregnant, it's like they're doing some Goodwill Hunting math immediately in their head.
Exactly.
It's like she said I'm pregnant, and he was like, okay, 9 months ago. Was that how long it's been since we had sex? No, I was on a yacht 9 months ago with a model. That wasn't me. No, 9 months ago, you were Justin Bieber.
I am pregnant.
All right, I thought
You can see him do that.
He was just like, not only did he not know that kid wasn't his, he got the bonus question right on the test where he's like, he knew whose it was. It's like, shit.
Do you know that there's rumors that Hayley Bieber, she has 8 rules for Justin Bieber, and like only 8 of them, and one of them is never to hang out with Kourtney.
That's so funny.
It's so suspicious.
Yeah, because she's
How does
friends.
he raise that secret child?
Well, because she also is friends with Kylie.
Yeah.
Remember they bully Selena Gomez together.
Right. Oh,
so it's
yeah,
not like
yeah.
you can't hang out with the Kardashians. It's like there's one.
Yeah, just the one.
Just the one.
So how do you think he raises this secret child?
Well, it's not like she will notice the kid missing. It's just like she's too busy making out with Travis Barker.
Going on vacation.
It's just like she will be able to be around.
Yeah.
Like he will be able to be around that kid if he wants to. But I mean,
But then what if the paparazzi see it ever? You have to be pretty secret.
I think everyone will know once they find out that is the only Kardashian outside of Kim's kid that has talent. That has
That's true. Oh my God, it's going to be so obvious.
It's like once this kid has like the pipes, like those vocal pipes, it's like, all right, it's
Yeah.
definitely not Scott's.
Just the way he looks alone, though, convinces me of the theory and the rumor. I feel like it's 100% true.
Can't really expect them to be good moms because their mom, like their whole empire is just built on their mom exploiting their daughter with a sex tape.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty brutal.
it's pretty brutal. And it's just, and it's also like, is it really far-fetched to have a illegitimate child? Like a child with someone, like having children with multiple men, like their mom did it. Like their mom did it with the Mr. Kardashian, did it with Bruce, and did it with OJ.
Exactly.
And who would have thought, like, when Mr. Kardashian, when he died, who would have thought letting a double murderer go wouldn't be the worst thing he let loose on LA? It's just the entire Kardashian family has just been terrible.
And I just don't understand. I feel like people are finally turning on them, but then they just keep, like, they're not slowing down in terms of getting invited to everything.
Well, because I think they can just shelter themselves from the world because they have all that money. So it's just, they're able to shelter themselves from true criticism. Like when you saw that guy criticize her on that episode about the magazine, where it's just like, what the hell are we even doing here? Like, we never meet up in person. Like, why are we, like, what is she doing here? This isn't the deal.
Yeah.
And then he's like, out. And like anyone that
Yeah.
criticizes her, like with Kim, she doesn't like any of her maids or anybody in the house, any help is allowed to wear color except for on their birthday.
Right.
You have to
And
wear.
even then she was like, but
hurts.
at least I'll know it's coming.
Yeah, and you can't wear jewelry because it's gonna look cheap compared to what I have. Like they just
Her
shelter.
sad beige home.
Yeah,
that is just like looks like a prison that she keeps them all in. I wonder if her kids wear the wrong thing if they get in trouble too. Probably not. The
Probably
nannies
not.
need to like blend in.
The nannies need to
not
blend in like the help.
Be seen, not heard, or
Yeah.
both. Be not seen
Be
or heard.
not seen or heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how when like during COVID they had the Met Gala.
Yeah.
And like everyone that was like a guest, they had these giant gowns, and the tail end of the gowns were being held by people, but the people that were helping had to wear masks.
Right.
So it
Yes.
looked like Hunger Games stuff. Like
Yeah.
it was just like that's how
That
that's
tier needs to always be reinforced. or
yeah.
that-
They always
that-
need to be above everyone, and like
Yeah.
that's the life that they live. And so like they're able to shelter themselves from that. But like as soon as they go out into the world, like Kim Kardashian getting booed at the Tom Brady roast is
That was
just
amazing.
is amazing because she probably paid so much to be there, and they just real people just let her have it. Like we do not like you. It's just a stadium full of people. Like they hear your name and they just boo. It's an instinct.
Oh my god.
You're just a blight on society.
I bet I have a theory that she has all of those maids blend into the walls so she can just keep telling herself that she's a single mom.
Oh yeah, yeah. Kim Kardashian saying she's a single mom.
Yeah.
It's just like the whole being a single mom is a phrase. It doesn't mean that your relationship status is single.
No.
It means you're a single mom doing it
Single-handedly raising them.
Yeah, it means you're single-handedly raising them, not having a team of nannies where it's like two
No.
nannies to a child.
2 nannies at least, just in case one dies or one pisses them off or sells a secret, and they have to be like, "Sorry, your third mommy."
Yeah, in case one of the now
spends more time with you than me has to.
yeah, in case one nanny accidentally sees a Diddy tape, and then it's just
Yes,
like,
yes. They always hang out with Diddy. That's going to be an interesting thing. I just wonder, like, I think even the election results kind of show us that people are they can see through all the celebrities trying to get out of their Diddy ties.
yeah,
It was a little too on the nose that every single celebrity who was endorsing somebody was a Diddy.
no, you're allowed to say
Friend.
Kamala on YouTube. You can say Kamala on YouTube. You can't say the
Oh.
other guy.
Oh, right. Woo. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah,
But
that's a good
they're
point because
tied.
they're gonna need some lawyer money. So like
Yeah.
they took that Kamala money, and they said, okay, I will endorse you.
Well, maybe there were some deals if she were to get in.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
I don't know.
Because they were all there. Kourtney was there. The
Yeah.
Kardashians have been there multiple times,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be
And Chloe apparently a lot.
Chloe.
Yeah, apparently
She's the good one.
Apparently she was always hanging out with them and talking about how they were at naked parties and stuff like that. It's all like on the show as well.
That's true.
Who
but
knows how much they cut?
Yeah, I wonder what they did with Chloe though. Do you think that's what they use to blackmail people? Where it's like they have a tape of some like a celebrity having sex with Chloe. I'm like, I'll tell everybody. I'll tell everybody you slept with OJ's daughter.
Pre
OJ's
2016.
OJ's gonna be pissed. He's coming after you.
Pre 2016 Chloe as well. So
Oh wow, yeah, that's embarrassing.
that's a different human being.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, that's rough. Well, let's leave it on that. That was a good one.
It's just so brutally mean.
Chloe.
Chloe is my favorite though.
Yeah, well,
I think Chloe is the favorite.
I think yeah.
She's the most clever. She's the most funny to me.
I think she is the most funny. I think she's probably the less mean one because like everyone was mean to her growing up.
And I like her brand. Good American is good.
I didn't know they all have brands. Like you just like for some reason I'm getting an
That's
ad
the
for
only reason they're famous.
I'm
I
getting
guess.
an ad for Scott Disick's
Talentless.
Talentless.
Yeah.
And it's just like what a great name for
is great.
it's just like yeah, you're talentless. So it's just like buy my
Why not
$70
just-
t-shirt.
Yeah, lean into it. That was actually a really good name. That's true.
Yeah.
And Good American's a great name as well. I think they just made so many mistakes when they just were like Kardashian beauty, Kardashian this. I think all the ones that put like their actual name on it, like Kylie and Kim, they put like KKW or whatever. They made those mistakes that they tied it to their name too much. I think if they like keep it as a good brand, so like Skims did well, Lemmy's gonna do well. I think people have to like go into the grocery store and be like, oh, that looks good, and not, or into the store and not be like some people have to not know that it's a Kardashian brand to buy it. Like
Yeah.
it's like they're starting to like dip, so they're like make sure the brands are like totally separate to their names.
Yeah,
and then that's worked out better.
Oh, that'd be good. That's a good idea for them. They should
That's
do
what
like
they're doing.
well, like will they be able to like but they have to make it good though.
Yeah.
But they like cuz Scott is still the face of it. Like he's in the ads.
Yeah, they still like pop into the ads.
Yeah,
here
they're
and
in the
there.
ads.
But like
I-
the name at least isn't like Scott
Yeah.
Disick's
They need to do
wine.
it. They need to do it like
Kendall Jenner tequila.
Yeah.
Like that wouldn't do well.
they need to do the quiet luxury thing where so it just has to be good and like it's just whispered like
Yeah.
oh, that's a Kardashian thing.
And they are pretty open about the actual CEOs that are running it. Like they're truly just doing a photo shoot and doing like yes, no. Probably like some work in terms of like seeing how much money they're spending versus getting and making choices with the CEO or something like that. Like, I'm sure they're pretty involved other than Kourtney.
Yeah.
But
She's just burning money.
But I like that they actually like highlight the CEOs that are behind the businesses too. But anyway, now we're complimenting them. But we're supposed to be shedding on Kourtney.
Shedding on Kourtney. Kourtney is a terrible mom, terrible human, and a terrible business owner.
Yeah.
And
She's a whiny lady who's always on vacation.
And I hope Justin Bieber eventually gets custody of that child.
I know. We're going to have to see. It's just too convincing. It's got to be true.
It's going to be like years from now, they're going to do a father-son duet. And it's going to be great. They'll do a Christmas album together.
That'd be adorable.
All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming. Have to happen. Like, subscribe.